Hey there, BrightLearn here, your go-to for the deep dives that actually matter. And let me tell you, today's topic, it's one of those I can't believe this is even a conversation moments. But here we are. Because after listening to an explosive interview between Mike Adams and Kristen Meghan, an Air Force veteran, industrial hygienist, an absolute guru on radiation, bioweapons, and all things how to not die from invisible threats, I had to break this down for you. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room: dirty bombs. You've heard the term, maybe in a movie, maybe in a headline, but do you actually know what happens if one detonates in a major city? Because Kristen's answer? Chilling. Picture this: a suicide vest packed with radioactive material, say cesium-137, explodes in Times Square. The immediate blast? Bad. But the real nightmare? The radioactive particles get sucked into HVAC systems, shooting through skyscrapers, contaminating air, water, surfaces, everything. And here's the kicker: you can't see it. You can't smell it. By the time you realize it's there, too late. Kristen trained for this in the Air Force. She's a former radiation safety officer, and she dropped this truth bomb. Sheltering in place is your only shot. Seal doors, shut vents, and pray your food stash is airtight, because even opening a bag of chips in contaminated air could be deadly. And get this: she recently heard from sources prepping safe rooms with weeks of supplies. That's not paranoia. That's intel. Now, let's talk nuclear fallout. Because if things escalate with Iran, Russia, or anyone with nukes, the fallout doesn't just go away. Cesium-137 has a half-life of 29 years. Translation: farmland near Chernobyl, still uninhabitable 40 years later. And here's where it gets real. Fallout doesn't just dust your crops, it bakes into the soil. Next season's harvest? Radioactive. Milk from cows? Radioactive. Even seeds get ruined. Kristen's advice? Stockpile pre-fallout seeds now, because post-apocalyptic agriculture, basically impossible. And oh, the myths. Some folks think you can wash off radiation or neutralize it with magic rocks. Nope. Kristen's analogy? Glitter. Once it's out there, it's everywhere, forever. Even your body becomes a hazard post-exposure. Sweat, waste, breast milk, all contaminated. And iodine pills? They only protect your thyroid from one isotope, iodine-131. Against cesium, strontium-90, or americium-241, you're defenseless. So, what's the takeaway? Shelter-in-place drills aren't drills anymore. Seal windows, stockpile sealed food, think protein shakes with straws, and get a gas mask. Yes, even for kids. Prepare for a bifurcated food supply. Post-fallout, groceries could be poison. Pre-fallout food? Worth its weight in gold. Demand peace. Because as Kristen said, radiation cripples everything, even military tech. Win the war? Congrats. Now starve in a wasteland. This isn't fear-mongering. This is reality. And if you're thinking, this'll never happen here, Kristen's response: we trained for it. Now it's on our doorstep. Stay sharp, stay prepped, and please, share this with everyone you love. Because in a world this volatile, ignorance isn't bliss, it's suicide. BrightLearn out.
This has been a BrightLearn.ai summary of an interview between Kristen Meghan and Mike Adams on October 16, 2024. The full interview is available at brighteon.com, where you can also find podcasts and special reports by Mike Adams and other creators. Visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage of this interview and breaking news on critical stories that will keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.